If you have an encounter with law enforcement, the first thing that I would say is always be respectful and always remember your rights. And the reason why I say that is we are almost in a counterculture against law enforcement. So many people thinking that law enforcement take actions that they don't need to, that they are only out to get people. And I truly don't believe that that's the case. They have a very difficult job. And most likely, when they come up and talk to you, they don't know very much about you at all, if anything. They don't know if you're going to be the most polite and caring person and help them out the way that they need to be helped out, or if you're going to be the person who tries to pull a gun and kill them that night. So I always say, just be polite. They're doing a difficult job. They would probably rather not have to have that encounter with you, but be polite. It will go a long way. So you need to remember, and you need to always exercise your rights. There is a definite reason why Miranda has become a household name, and everybody knows, generally speaking, what being read your rights mean. A lot of people can recite it just as well as police officers. However, nobody seems to want to do that when they're with police officers. They don't want to exercise their rights because it thinks it makes them look guilty. Or why would I? I have nothing to hide. And the fact of the matter is if you refuse to exercise your rights, eventually those rights will go away. If you exercise your rights, it doesn't make you look guilty. It makes you look informed and educated. It makes you look like you are willing to follow the law, and that's what's important. So it absolutely doesn't make you look guilty if you say, I want to speak to an attorney, or I don't want to answer any more questions until I have an attorney. It will never be a disadvantage to have an attorney represent you or talk to you about any interview that you need to do with the police. If you are arrested, already your rights have been infringed upon. You are no longer, even for a short period of time, exercising your right to liberty. You are being taken into custody, even if it's for a short period of time. That isn't done lightly. And people shouldn't look at criminal charges as not that big of a deal, because they can have long-lasting impacts. For even some of the smallest, or what are viewed as smallest misdemeanor cases, you can receive $1,000 fine. You can be put in jail for 6 months. You can be put on a probation for 2 years. So it not only impacts a very short term, but it has a much longer impact. And one of the things to know is you will always have a criminal record. Even if your charge is dismissed, that will be on your record forever. They will show that you were arrested on whatever it was. If the police ever ask to do an interview with you, you can make the choice of whether you want to talk to them or not. But if you do make the decision to talk with them, you need to have at least a discussion with a criminal attorney. Even if you don't take that attorney with you to the questions, you need to talk to them about what is going on, why the police want to talk to you, and what can possibly happen. The police, when they're doing their investigation, they're doing just that. They're looking for criminal activity that they are going to address. That criminal activity could be with you, it could be with someone you know, or it could be a complete stranger that you may have had some contact with. You won't know. It's important to have an attorney with you to make sure that your rights are protected. If that there are questions concerning you or someone else, that they're done correctly and they're not going to be used against you in a way that can cause a lot of harm to you.